Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. So in this one we're going to be talking about some of the mistakes we've made and some of the tips that we have to share if you're a new YouTuber trying to go from 0 to 1,000 subscribers. We've done that over the past 6 months or so, and we've definitely made a lot of mistakes. So if you are looking to grow your channel, then be sure to watch this video through to the end, and we'll share some of our top tips that will just help you grow from that 0 to 1,000 subscribers and get your channel to where you want it to be. Now, the first thing that you absolutely want to do is to really define what your channel's all about. Now, sometimes people call this finding your niche or niching down or just narrowing your focus, and it is absolutely so true. Now, when we started this channel, it was all about gaming and tech, but we had so many different types of video on there. That we had Funko Pop unboxing, we had Pokemon card unboxing at one stage, Let's Play gameplay videos, gameplay reviews, tech unboxing, and I think we even had books on there at one stage. Now, it's all right to start out with quite a broad focus, because what you want to do is find what works for you and what your audience likes, but ultimately it's going to really hurt your channel growth in the long run, and I'll quickly explain why. Now, there are a couple of ways that prompt YouTube to really show off some of your videos, and one of those is, first off, it needs to understand what your channel is all about. It needs to know what your audience looks like. One of the other things that they use is things like click-through rates. That's when somebody sees your video, maybe the thumbnail and the title, and they click on it and basically go through, and it gives you a percentage score for that. Now, imagine this. One week you put out a really good video that's all about gaming, and you get, I don't know, 100 subscribers. Yippee! But then the next week you put out a video about books or reading, and those new 100 subscribers just don't want to watch that. So either you lose some of them or they don't click on it, and that really hurts your click-through rate. What you want to be doing is making videos that people who subscribe to your channel then want to watch the next one, because it's linked to what they watched in the week before, if you get my drift. It also means that when somebody comes through to your channel, they can look at it straight away and go, okay, this is a gaming channel about this particular game, and I want to subscribe to it because I'm really interested in that. Or this is a tech channel and it's focused at that. When they were first coming through to our channel, they were looking and go, okay, this is kind of a tech channel, it's kind of a gaming channel, but I'm not too sure about the books, I'm not too sure about Funko Pops, I'm not really bothered about that. And that puts people off subscribing, it just hurts your channel growth. So when we say niche down, find what works best for you, find what your viewers are watching the most of, and then try to really pivot your channel towards that. You can broaden things out a little bit later on as people start to come through for your personality, but when you're first starting out, chances are they're not going to be there for that. The next big one that you absolutely want to nail down is the consistency. Now, when I talk about this, I mean having some kind of regular release schedule. Whether or not that's once a week, twice a week, whatever works best for you. Try to stick to something that you can realistically manage and put decent quality level content out there, but you absolutely want to be trying to get at least one video out every single week. Now, the reason for this is it means that you're constantly getting the stats go through, you're always having another chance at having a video go viral, and the other thing it does is it shows your audience that you are active on YouTube, that if they subscribe to your channel, they're gonna get something next week or in the next couple of days. What we were doing is sometimes we would have like 5 or 6 videos go out in 1 week, and then we'd have like 2 weeks off where we wouldn't publish anything. And we always saw that that really hurt our growth. What would tend to happen is in those 2 to 3 weeks where we didn't publish, we would lose subscribers because obviously we weren't putting anything out, so people were just getting bored and leaving the channel. And currently we're trying to keep our release schedule at every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and that's really worked for us. The other thing by forcing yourself to be consistent at that early stage is it makes you put out videos. So what can sometimes happen is you get stuck in this perfectionist mindset where you're thinking, no, I'm going to do a video in a month's time and I'm going to really make it perfect. Well, that's great, and you can put out the best video in the world, but chances are nobody's going to watch it. As you put out more and more videos, you get another chance at having one of your videos just land in front of more people, and you also make so many learns. When we started, I look back at our videos, and at the time I thought they were great, but they're awful, like really bad. And it just gives you another learning experience. Every time you shoot a video, you know what to change next time. And every time you re-edit that video, you know what to edit next time. It just makes you better and better at the videography side of things. So the more consistent you get and the more videos you do, the better at the craft you become, but also as well, it just shows your audience that you are active, and people coming through to your page will know that, hey, this is a channel that is constantly putting out good content and I want to watch it. The next one, and this can be really difficult to do when you're not too sure what's going to work for your channel, but you've absolutely got to get your branding right. And this kind of plays into the very first tip that we talked about, niching down and narrowing your focus. So for us, when we were putting stuff out at the start, all of our thumbnails looked completely different. We'd have a thumbnail that maybe would just be a game, or then we'd have a thumbnail that was a close-up of a mobile phone that we were reviewing. but there was never really any consistency with that. Now, what we do now is in the bottom left of every single one of our thumbnails, we have the two balding heads, our little cartoon logo, and most of the time it will be either myself or Liam, and then the backdrop of whatever it is we're talking about or reviewing. That consistency has really helped us to just get in front of more people. And think about it, if you see something from one of your favourite creators, you're probably recognising it because of the branding of their thumbnails and the way they do titles, which means you're more likely to click on it. If you don't have that branding consistency when you put something out there, most of your audience probably aren't going to recognise it, which means they're not going to click through onto it, which means that you lose out in terms of YouTube's algorithms. So find something that works for you. For us, it was just a simple thing of putting those balding heads in the bottom left of the thumbnail, and after that, we just saw a massive traffic increase. Now, when we talk about branding, you also want to make sure your channel branding is on point. So you want to make sure that you use your banner. You want to make sure that your channel thumbnail as well matches the rest of the theme. Use your about section to make sure you really describe something that's quite catchy, that really encompasses everything about your channel. So that way, when your audience comes through to it, they see one of your videos, then click on the about section and they can see that, hey, this is all about gaming in this particular game, or hey, this is all about tech and this particular game. Again, when we started, it was all a bit wishy-washy. It was about two geeks having fun on YouTube and putting out video content. To our audience, that meant absolutely nothing. So we've kind of defined it now, and it's all about tech, reviewing, and unboxing. So our audience, when they click on that, they know what they're going to get from this channel. And the final tip is just start off today. And by that, I mean, don't sit around thinking, what camera do I need to go out and buy? What microphone do I need to buy? And what lighting do I need to invest in? The best thing you can do is just use your mobile phone. Pretty much everyone's going to have a decent mobile phone that has at least a half decent camera on there. And every single one of our videos up until today has been shot on my iPhone 11 Pro Max using the 4K camera on there. And to be honest, it's worked really well for us. It's taught us a number of things. It gets us into the craft, it gets us into trying this out, gets us into the editing, and you don't have to spend an absolute fortune. So don't sit there worrying about what camera you're going to use or what microphone you're going to use. Just start shooting on whatever you've got to hand straight away, because then you'll learn the craft, you'll get better at it, and it just gives you an opportunity to see if this is going to work for you. If you absolutely are dead set on improving one thing, I would say get a decent microphone. So with our iPhone, I've been using the Blue Yeti mic, and I've got this lightning to USB adapter here which just plugs into it, and it increased the audio massively. And that was one of the big things that helped. A few months after that, our next purchase was just to invest in some better lighting, and it was pretty budget. It was about £40, so we didn't have to break the bank with that. But as I said, you don't need to worry about equipment, especially when you're starting out. If you've got a half decent mobile phone that can shoot some video, just start out with that, and that way you can kind of experiment with your videos and whether or not you even enjoy it, because that, to be honest, could be something that puts you off straight away, where you realise, actually, I don't want to do this, I want to do a blog instead, or I want to do some live streaming instead. I don't fancy sitting in front of a camera all the time. It's not for everybody. And like I said, when we started out, we made mistakes. We were constantly researching cameras and microphones and better lighting, and a lot of the projects that we wanted to do, like rebuilding the Dell Optiplex that we did, or unboxing some of the little handheld games consoles, we didn't want to do until we had better equipment, and we put them off, and we put them off, and we put them off. And that's a massive mistake. We could have had those out earlier. It doesn't make a huge difference, especially at the stage we were at. So don't put it all off, just start today and do what you think is going to work. So there are 4 top tips for moving from 0 to 1,000 subscribers. Once you nail some of those basics, you will definitely see some channel growth there. Now, like I said, we have done this over the past, I think it's like 6 to 9 months, and we've seen that growth. We've hit the 1,000 subscribers, we've hit our watch time, and we've just been accepted for the YouTube Partner Program. So if you've got any questions, throw them down in the comments below. And also, if you do like this type of video, we are going to aim to do probably a 4 or 5 part series on this, just to help people out, because we do get a lot of questions about what we did to kind of get our tech channel up to that 1,000 subscribers. So again, if you like it, hit the like button, and also let us know any comments or questions that you've got about this series going forward, anything you'd like us to really address and just kind of answer for you in the future. And in the meantime, hit the subscribe button, because it really helps the channel to grow, and we massively appreciate it. We appreciate every single person who's subscribed so far. You guys have absolutely helped us to blow this channel up, and we can't wait to see what comes next. In the meantime, stay safe, and we will see you soon. Bye.